Hello viewers, welcome to today's episode. It's been a while. So today we're going to talk about how to choose your battles. Remember, we talk about relationships in this platform. So how to choose your battles in a relationship. Battles in this case means things that you want to talk about. Issues that you want to maybe question or have a chat, or you want to take time to the other person to explain. Or how do you choose your battles? Because sometimes we end up fighting every battle, every issue that is there. We want to address it, we want to talk about it, but in a relationship you cannot talk about every issue. You need to consider how important the issue is. Do you ask about everything? Do you question about every move, every behavior? Because if you do that, you end up appearing as if you are just nagging, or you are just there to quarrel with your partner. So, number one, ask yourself if what you're going to talk about has an impact, a long-term impact. Does this issue have a long-term impact on our relationship? How is it going to matter in a year's time? Is it going to be of benefit to us? If I don't talk about it, will it affect our relationship in any way? So you need to ask yourself the question, how is it going to affect our relationship in a long term, so that you avoid arguing on each and every issue that comes up. Consider if it has any long-term impact. If it doesn't have a long-term impact, there is no point raising it up. If you do not change your relationship in any way, there is no point talking about it. Number two, you evaluate the importance of the thing. How important is this thing to our relationship? Does it affect our values? Does it affect our principles? Does it affect our agreements that we put in place? Because as a relationship, you need to have values, you need to have principles, you need to have lines that you have agreed that you will not cross. Does this affect our values? If it doesn't affect our value, it's a minor issue. It doesn't have a long-term impact on the relationship. It doesn't affect your values, then you are better off just leaving it, because you end up having arguments one after another. Another thing, you assess the potential for the resolution. You know, some issues are to do with mistakes that the person has done. Some issues are to do with the personality of the person. So you need to assess, is this an issue that we can resolve, or this is a big difference between this person and me? Maybe this is a major difference. So you need to identify, is this to do with the personality of my partner, or is this an issue that we can talk about, resolve and move on? So you need to assess the potential of the resolution. Number three, communicate calmly. You know, when you assess that this issue has a long-term impact, and this issue is affecting our values or our principles, and this issue, you also have settled that this issue is not to do with the personality of the person, or this issue we can resolve it, it can be resolved, then you need to communicate calmly. When addressing a conflict, choose the right time and the right place, and communicate your feelings and concerns respectively. Communicate calmly. Although sometimes when a person wants to defend themselves, even when you communicate as calmly as possible, the person might still defend themselves. But on your part, you need to communicate calmly. Number five, seek help when needed. If you see that the conflict is too much, seek guidance. There is no problem in seeking help from other people. Seek guidance from people to help you with the conflict. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, may I encourage you to subscribe, like the video, share it with others, and click the notification button so that you don't miss out when we post more videos. See you next time.